Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Showing up. Showing up. Hey, teammate. 24. Check 24. Slam. 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 All right. Watch the safety creep. Check 3. Check 3. Get up.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
23 yards, the final tally.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, watch it, watch it. Inside. Watch safety.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 54, Mike, 54. Hey, screen again.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Now Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now, you got 58.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Green 18! Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Green 18 out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run it with Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Pac-Man. 180. Nice, sweetheart.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. Finding room at the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Switch. Flag.
Throwing now is Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 5-9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Sunday. Switch. Check 4. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bound to lose one. Check 24. Check 24. Check 30. Check. Fresh down. Fresh.
This is Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
26. Got 36. Seam 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jones. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Check 13. Shoot.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
That's a good shot.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
All day, baby. Good stuff.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 319. Check 53. Check back.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood. 27, Mike 27. I got you.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's complete to Graham. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37.
12 yards. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers! Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go! 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
We own them.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Check 31. Check 31. Out.
Sunday. Kill.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's out right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Shift. Check 37. Check. Wipe out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jakeem Grant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You remember me? You remember me? Go, baby. Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
17 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Let's go, defense.
Other side, solid.
Check.
Run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Sunday.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 20.
Hey, 50.
Hey, Alpha.
3 bucks. Hey, check. Mike 50. Check.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Irvin to return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully...
Got a man, it's caught. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Wentz going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 35's the mic. I got it. Kill. Turn up.
Down the man inside. Down the man. Lefty.
He's tracking. Crash. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jackson.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Two-jet. Mike's 50. Two-jet. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the
Wentz now on 1st down. Just keeping the play alive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, Mario. Pac-Man.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz and complete to Zach Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Empty.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Jalen Mills in on the stop. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to this game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check 47. Watch the run.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On first down, Jones. A gain of 3, second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Geronimo Allison. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Check curls. Check 30.
Hey, 27.
Rodgers now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete. Results in a fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Begin. Slam. Tighten up. All right. Watch twist.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme